Hey, I'm Dan, Rome Overland Vehicles. This video we're going to install a couple Maxxair fans in our four-wheel camper flatbed. So our camper came with a vent and it's terrible. So let's remove that. There's just a couple screws in there. So I'm going to remove all this portion and then I'll go to the top and remove that. On the front, I'll show you this. So on the front, so your little bars right here, you can feel there's a outline. That's the aluminum bar for the ceiling, this support. And that is a 14 by 14 cutout. And I talked to Four Wheel Camper, and that is where the fan is gonna go for the front. They've already pre-wired this for your fan up here, and the one in the back is all already pre-wired as well. So I'm gonna find the inside edge of this 14 by 14 opening where the aluminum bar meets it, and I'm gonna cut away this headliner portion. I don't really know what I'm doing, but this seems about the right steps. So I'm guessing once I cut this open, the foam insulation will fall out.
Hey, now everybody will know what their ceiling looks like.
Yeah. So.
Oh, nice. It is separate.
It's snowing. So, their attempt to glue that up there.
It ate the foam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly not the right type of adhesive for that insulation, but good for me though. It's nice and easy to clean off. So yeah, they got it pre-wired already. That is super convenient. So what I'm gonna do next is go through and drill on each one of these corner pieces here, 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 here. That's our new shop dog.
Let's see if I can get him on video. There he is. He's mad because he can't make it up the stairs yet.
Okay, let's go on outside and get her cut. So now that I got each corner drilled, I'm gonna go to the top and mark it with a straight line. Mark like corner to corner, straight line, all four of them. And then I'm gonna take a bigger drill bit so I can put a jigsaw in here and cut. But one thing I'm looking at now is the electrical wires. I do not want to be cutting along this and cut into the electrical wires. What is this? Hey, hi, shop dog. Hi. Okay, so a few things on this roof. It is one solid sheet of aluminum. So right now we have it popped. I think it's a 30-pound lifts on both ends. So can't lean on it. If you lean on it, the roof will freaking collapse down. This is the old solar mounts. The old solar panel failed, completely caved in. So we're gonna clean this whole thing up, and we're gonna go through and lap seal and seal this entire bar and mount up new solar panels, which I have sitting over there. So we'll get new solar panels. But what I did is these holes on each of these corners, I'll connect them with a Sharpie. I'll drill a hole big enough for my jigsaw blade to go in, and then I'll jigsaw it around. This part right here is where the wire is. I put that on there so that way I know don't drill or don't saw all the way through that and cut that wire until I go in and push it through. Okay, let me mark these up. So I'm gonna drill for the jigsaw. That's the trash bag that's supposed to catch all the Luckily we have two forms of protection down there. So before I clean all this, I'm gonna do the test. So this is the base of the fan. It goes in like this. Perfect.
Oh, good. You don't have to cut anymore.
Nope. So now I'll clean all this up, and then we'll clean all this up, and we can start mounting this. Excellent. That's super easy. That's really cool that 4-wheel camper has that spot there. And then they have the bracing for this to screw into. Okay. So for the base of the fan to go to the roof, before we actually put it up there, I'm adding butyl tape, and it'll run all the way around the back side of it. So, or not the back side, the underside of it. So this is upside down right now. I like to start and end the butyl tape in the back of it. So you can see these like metal things. These are the sides. Doesn't matter which side is which, but I have my seam in the rear. So when it's on the actual piece, I have a really cool ladder over here. It's a platform ladder we use when we're building sprinters. It's got a big platform and it's a ladder. That's why it's called a platform ladder. Little pro tip. Actually, I need to clean it off first. Stand by. Back down. They provide stainless steel screws, and I provide the power. If you guys could have only seen her eye roll. Safety first. So you don't have to watch me do all this, but I'm gonna pre-drill all these holes. All right, so I got the whole thing screwed down, and now what I'm gonna put on there, I'll put a link to this. This is Dicor self-leveling lap sealant. So what you do is you kind of put it on, it looks pretty messy, and then it will then level out over the next 30 days. I think after 30 minutes, it's good for water. So I'll go through and seal this whole thing up. I'll probably have to get another tube. This one's almost out. But I get all the screws and then all the leading edges. So that's the lap sealant out for just a few minutes. So you can see it doesn't look all that bad. You'll never see it once it's done. But so what I did is crank this open so you can see how it cranks closed and open. So crank it open, and that's gonna reveal your screw holes, your screw locations here and here. And you'll be able to get to it a little bit easier. And then here's the connections that they put in there. They just have little butt splice joints in here. And I was gonna cut them off and put different ones on, but I don't think it's really necessary. So I'm gonna just slide them in. And black on the Maxxair fan is positive. Your wires are ran somewhat properly.
You're not over on this side. There you go.
They provide 4 bigger screws for the outside. I use a pick to line them up with little spots that they have on the sides, because sometimes they don't line up all the way. And they don't have to be super tight.
So he's drilling into those right now on the other side.
Okay, and then I'll switch over to that side and do that side over there. Gone through. Use a heat gun on all the caulking spots and remove the screws. And then there's 3 up here, so remove the hinge and there, under that caulking and under that caulking. And then I'll use a heat gun around the outside and pry this off. All right, so now that we've got both fans installed, they have a cover for the underside, and there's a slot around the actual fan where this slides into. And we need to cut this down. It's kind of a universal fit, so you put it in there, and I'll go get a tape measure, measure out how far I want this to be up, and then I'll cut off the excess, and then we'll be able to screw this in. Alright, so that kind of gives me an idea. I want the depth of it to be about that. And what that's going to do is it goes up in the, that'll give me plenty of room there. Alright. Alright. Fits like a glove. So now we need to go through and drill these holes out, because they provide screws for it. And cut. All right, I'll do the same on the front. Thanks for watching our video. Hopefully this helps you out installing a Maxxair fan in your 4-wheel camper. The fan that we did use in these is the 7500K. We've been using it in all of our vans for the last couple of years and been really happy with it. One thing I will note is I'll put a link down below, but watch our video on conformal coating and coating the motherboards on these fans. They have an issue with the moisture getting on the motherboard. The other thing is we'll take those covers back out and we're gonna add some steel bars that are provided from Explore Outfitters. And what that will do is we're also gonna get covers for the fans. So with the steel bars in the cover plates in there, will allow us just to slap the cover up there. We'll put some links down below for that as well. Thanks for watching.